everybody, and welcome to Houston Life on this Wednesday, May 20th. So glad to have you with us. We are halfway through the week, Courtney, and my goodness, Friday is looking real good with that 3-day weekend coming up, right? Not that most of us haven't been spending time at home the last few months anyway, right?
Exactly. I'm just looking forward to that extra day of no homeschooling. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, we're getting to the end here. And when there's that day to look forward to, it's sort of like, thank you, Jesus. That's all I have to say. You know, I don't know when my kids will find out who their teacher is next year. I just hope it's not me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's very funny. I know a lot of parents feel the same way. Very, very funny. Well, hopefully when they look back on their schooling career, Courtney, they will look back at this time at home with you. Maybe you'll be their favorite teacher. Who knows, right? What do you think? Do you get high marks from them? Are they
Probably not.
Are they good students? Are you a good teacher?
That's a no.
Yeah, okay.
You know how it is, you know, because it's sort of like kids, I think, listen or they engage a little bit more when we're not around sometimes. And, you know, we're all trying to do something, working and schooling at the same time. It's not 100% in one, you know, in one frame there. You know, it's a lot of half listening, half instructing. It's a lot of multitasking.
Maybe at the end of all of this,
I don't think that there's a lot of retention here.
Maybe your kids at the end of this, they're going to be like, well, our teacher, she was pretty, but boy, she was mean.
I'd rather be pretty, rather be known for pretty and mean. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean, pretty and mean is better than, I guess, like not pretty and super mean, right? I mean, it could always be worse. No matter how bad things are, it can always get worse. I remind myself of this every single day. Words to live by. Hey, Courtney, did you know today is also National Rescue Dog Day? And what a great day to be celebrating our little Tex man. Hard to believe that it was nearly 2 years ago we rescued him as a brand new puppy from the Houston SPCA. And look at him now. He's practically a teenager.
Well, he is a teenager. Look at him, all like wide-eyed and, you know, just, he's so cute. He's such the cutest dog and just super smart and knows, you know, oh, you want to take my picture? Hang on, let me pose for you. It's basically what he does, you know, and he's just so sweet to have around. I miss that little Tex-Mex, little Tex-Man.
Well, and
my
he
kids
is
miss
missing
him
people around the station. When he was here a couple days ago, I believe it was on Monday, I have no sense of time anymore, but he was here on the desk with me, and I'm not sure if you noticed during the show. I know a lot of our viewers did because you guys sent me messages on Instagram and we all had a good laugh together. But there was one point when Tex just stood up on his back legs here on the desk and had his paws up and was just sort of like pawing at me. So I can tell that he is not the only one, or I am not the only one who misses the cuddles. He misses them as well. And I can't wait until, you know, whenever this is all over, I'm sure it'll be great to have Tex back in the building. But we, you know, he has been doing his part and being, you know, distant socially because, again, he is like the one thing at Channel 2 that everybody touches, right? So we tried to minimize risk by having him go home for a time.
Absolutely, and it's great to celebrate those dogs that have been rescued and warm our hearts because I still remember the day when you found him, Derek, when, you know, when Tex, this was like the perfect match.
Yeah, you know, that day I remember very well, and I can't really take credit for finding him. It was actually Lisa Tynan, who used to work at the Houston SPCA and used to come on the show during the Pet of the Week, and she knew we were looking for a dog, and she would text these pictures, and I would say, no, 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 I'm kidding, I didn't. But one day she sent this photo, and she said, dude, I found the dog who would be perfect for Channel 2, for Houston Life. You got to come meet this little man. And I remember going over to the Houston SPCA and meeting little Tex, and he was so timid and afraid. He actually backed away from me and kind of whimpered. I think we have video of that someplace. We'll put it on our Facebook page. I'll try to post it later. My phone is filled with videos of Tex, but my goodness, that little man, he captured my heart and the rest of our hearts the moment we laid eyes on him. So officially, I think he's about 2 years old now.
I know. Oh, so special. And we thought he was a multi-poo, but he's really a poochie after his DNA test that we had done. So very interesting in and of itself. And, you know, this week, well, actually, all during quarantine, you've had a birthday in quarantine. Orlando's had a birthday in quarantine. Our executive producer, Katie. So all of these people, you know, graduations, all of these things. And so we're trying to get some ideas. You know, AJ's birthday is on Sunday. And so it's just sad that everybody can't have these, like, fun, what we're used to, right? Like, you want a dinner, you want to be able to celebrate with your friends, and we haven't been able to do that, right? I mean, think you're going to do like a do-over, Derek?
In the beginning, we had talked about this idea that, oh, if you missed your birthday during quarantine, then you got to do a do-over. Here's the thing. Now that we are how many months into this whole thing, it's like half the year's birthdays will need a do-over. So I was just chatting with Brandon about this last night because our friend Joel, his birthday was last weekend. We didn't see him. We haven't seen him forever. And we need to just have some sort of group something. But I feel like at some point it's like, okay, everyone's had a birthday. You don't get a do-over. Maybe you can do a big party together. I don't know. Are you guys going to do do-overs for Orlando? Oh, and AJ's birthday is coming up as well. That's coming up like next week, isn't it?
It's on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's on Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And I feel like, you know, not everybody needs, you know, I'm not saying like a big party or something like that, but you need to make the day special, right? I mean, that's what I'm all about. I always like to make sure that birthdays are celebrated and, you know, cards are given and, you know, that person is just having a special day because it only happens once a year.
It only happens once a year. I know, and those years are flying by. Hey, you know, our Houston Life correspondent, Dee Brown, her son Dylan, I cannot believe Dylan just turned 5 years old. Because I remember at Houston Life, Dylan was barely walking when we all started here, right? And she was facing this same conundrum, right? As his 5th birthday was approaching, she was thinking, okay, what do I do? How do we mark this? Because especially for children, birthdays are a much bigger deal, right?
Right.
And so she found this really cool virtual solution, and we're actually going to share it with our viewers later on in today's show. It's a local company that essentially sends out these virtual party packs. So whether your friends are local here in Houston or even if they're out of state, they can ship a party pack. You can then do like a Zoom call and feel like you're all together and maybe participating in the same activities. So I think it's a great idea, and I can't wait to hear more about that. And Courtney, you mentioned something this morning on the phone, which sort of blew my mind. All the celebrities turning 50 this year, and 50 years old. I remember when I was a kid and my mom turned 50, and I thought, oh my gosh, she's gonna die soon. And that was a long time ago. She's so old. 50 seems so old, right? And now, obviously, 50 is not old at all. They say 50 is like the new 20, the new 25, the new 30. And a lot of these celebrities on the list, Courtney, I can't believe they're turning 50 this year. They seem so much younger. Well, a couple, actually. I'm surprised that they're only 50. But I won't say.
Right. And I was amazed at this article, too, because when you've seen these celebrities, like Mariah Carey. She's turning 50 this year, and she basically says, I don't have birthdays, I have anniversaries. Love that. Queen Latifah, Vince Vaughn, and Melania Trump, the First Lady. She's turning 50, which I was actually surprised. You were surprised at that, too, weren't you?
I will admit I thought she was a little bit older than that. Yeah. She looks fantastic, regardless of her age, though.
100%. Uma Thurman, 50.
Oh, no way.
I mean, that's crazy. Tina Fey, Melissa McCarthy, Naomi Campbell, the original supermodel.
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy blew. That one blows me away that she's actually 50. The nicest woman on the planet, by the way. And Naomi Campbell, did you end up making the cut on Amazon Prime, Courtney? The new design show with Heidi Klum and Tim Gunn?
I haven't yet.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yes, it's on the list.
You've heard these stories about how Naomi Campbell is, you know, like a tough cookie. And she is tough. And I love her so much. I think she was such a great addition to the show. And if you were looking for just a really great show to watch, I can't recommend it enough. I was a big Project Runway fan, like, back in the day. And this is similar but totally different because the stakes are a little bit higher and the stakes are a little bit different. But wow, Naomi Campbell, 50 years old, and she's still got it. Oh, Julie Chen,
still got
Sarah
it.
Silverman.
Amazing.
Wow, Wow, that's a trip.
Yeah. And Kelly Ripa, Matt Damon. I mean, you know, we're all going to be 50 one day.
Yeah. we will all get there, but truly it is interesting how perspective changes. 50 is so young. I mean, 80 is young, 90 is young. People are living longer lives. You know, life expectancy has, I think in the last couple of years it may have dipped a little bit,
right?
But in general, people are living way longer than they did when like our grandparents were kids, right? And I remember even when my grandparents were younger, and or even if you're watching an old movie, you look at these movie stars back from the 30s and 40s, and they could have been 22 years old, and they look like they're 50, right? The hairstyles, the dress, maybe the way they carry themselves. One thing we did last night, we watched a movie that I had never seen before. Brandon loves Ace Ventura, Pet Detective with Jim Carrey. And
oh my God, sound like my boys. They love him.
So
they love
here's the thing. He's like, no, we can't watch the show because you're gonna hate it. You're gonna think it's so dumb, and then you're gonna ruin it for me because you're not gonna be laughing. I laughed. However, this film, I think, was in 1994 or 1995, and I remember at the time, I mean, at that time, Brandon would have been 5 years old, right? But I would have been 13. And Jim Carrey, when I was a kid, Jim Carrey, first of all, was the biggest superstar on the planet, right? There was no actor that was more famous than Jim Carrey, and like Tom Cruise, right? And he, I think he was only like 32, 33 in that film, and he seemed so much older, right? I know, can you believe?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, didn't he get his start on In Living Color, right?
He did.
Fireman Bill, right? Isn't that where he, okay.
He did.
So now my kids are like obsessed with him from the movies. Now they've looked at all the videos from In Living Color with him in those different skits.
Yeah, I gotta tell you,
you know, and let me tell you something. Right, so good. So I was looking at our cable bill the other day, and it was like an extra $50, and I couldn't figure out why.
Okay.
They've been like buying all of these movies during quarantine, and I'd love to tell you it was like, you know, something very educational, and no, it's that Pet Detective, it's Bench Warmers, it's all like every Adam Sandler movie that you could think of, Waterboy, like all of these like slapstick movies.
Yeah,
they just, you know, get on there and buy them, and I'm like, no more.
Rude and crude humor, right? Which we were never allowed to watch those movies growing up, and now look how rude and crude I am. So clearly that didn't work, keeping me away from them. And I also think that even if you do watch them as a young person,
you're not rude and crude.
Oh, yes, I am. You know what I say when I'm not on the air. I'm kidding, folks. I'm not rude and crude. But it is. I feel like sometimes those movies they're good life lessons, right?
Yeah.
We can have a good laugh, and it can be silly fun. We had a great time watching that film last night. Anyway.
I know, it's so funny. And they don't make movies like that anymore, you know, those like really kind of slapstick, funny movies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
Do I sound like my grandma?
Well, I certainly do. The older I get, you know, I've said that a million times, right? Hey, did you see the really cute video? If you guys watch the Today Show in the morning, or if you watch MSNBC, you probably regularly see a woman named Stephanie Ruhle, and she's great. I mean, it's financially, she's always giving advice. I mean, that is her beat that she covers. Well, like many people who are on the air, like you, Courtney, in your home studio 1H, Stephanie Ruhle has been doing the same thing. So when you're watching her on MSNBC or on the Today Show, oftentimes she's in that home studio. Well, she's got a family, and she's got to make things work behind the scenes. And a lot of people right now are talking about this adorable moment when her son next to her ended up sort of crouching down on her lap while she was doing one of her live hits. And Courtney, what's the story behind this? He was next to her, maybe asking for help on a school project?
Yeah, so he's 11 years old, and he was next to her basically doing a worksheet and needed some help, and apparently she didn't realize how much time she had before her next hit, and realized like, hey, your hit's coming up. And so basically she couldn't shoo him out of the room. She just kind of, you know, why don't you just lay down here and let mom do this for a second. And that's basically what happened. And he's just hanging out there. He's like 11, thinking to himself, please, Dad, stop taking the video.
Listen, we have all
laying
been there.
on his mom's lap, but I loved it.
Yeah, it was adorable.
Quick,
get down. I'm kidding. That was a false alarm. Just checking your reflexes.
Nobody will see.
Nobody will see. Oh my gosh. Well, it's just like you wearing the slippers, right? What they can't see below the frame of the cameras won't hurt them, right? Well, speaking of videos that have now gone viral, there is this brand new challenge on social media. Many of you have probably seen this. I think it's hilarious. It's called the Kids Candy Temptation Challenge. It's gone viral. Parents are putting candy in front of their little one and then saying they can only have some of that candy after the parent comes back from leaving the room. Oh my gosh. I mean, some people may say this is just very cruel, but it's a great lesson or test, I guess, in self-restraint. We're going to see who passes and who fails. These kids are so cute.
So cute. The video is awesome. Also, guys, searching for ideas on how to make your child's birthday party special during social distancing. Houston Live correspondent Dee Brown found a really creative solution for her child's 5th birthday party, and it looks like a ton of fun. She's going to introduce us to the virtual party planners who helped her make it happen.
And after the break, Houston Astros player Carlos Correa joins us to chat about his efforts to help the community amid COVID-19. That's next.
Well, welcome back. Baseball season may be on hold, but that's not stopping Houston Astros shortstop Carlos Correa from staying pretty busy.
Oh, yeah. From food distribution to donating medical supplies, the Correa Family Foundation is pitching in to help so many in our community. And joining us now with more on those efforts, Carlos Correa himself. It's good to see you, Carlos. And before we jump into the work of the foundation, tell us, how is life at home? I know you and your wife, Daniela, and your 2 dogs doing the whole quarantine thing. How's it going?
Everything's going great. Everything's going great. Quarantine has been good to us so far. I've been able to get my work in to stay in shape for the season. I got my gym equipment here, so I've been working out every morning. I've been hitting. I got a cage in my backyard, so I've been staying in shape for whenever we get that call that the season's about to start again.
Well, we can't wait for it. I know my son can't wait for you guys to get back on and take on the field. He loves watching your videos. And I know that you're a fan of Tiger King as well. You're human just like us. We had to watch it. You had to get it in.
Yes, it's a great show. It's a great show. I love watching it. I like to see different personalities. So that was definitely a fun one to watch.
And Carlos, tell us a little bit about the work that you've been doing. I mean, I think it's so great when obviously people know you and love you, not just here in Houston, but really around the country and around the world. And you have taken this fact that you really are an icon, and you've chosen to do something good. So tell us, how did this foundation all begin?
Yeah, so this was my main focus ever since I got here in 2015. Use my platform as a baseball player to help others, and that's what really makes me happy. So it all started, I started giving beds out during Hurricane Harvey, helping Laura Ward with all the stuff, and then with Dr. Ricky Flores and we sat down and we said, we love doing this, so let's just start a foundation where we can help people out. And the foundation started helping out kids with cancer. I will go visit them and spend time with them before games, and it was such a great experience because they changed the perspective of how you see things in life. I know for Fortnite with 4 strikeouts is nothing compared to what my kids that I visit are going through every single day. And it all started with that, and then the disasters started happening in Puerto Rico with Hurricane Maria, the earthquakes, and now we see the worldwide pandemic. And we've been shifting our focus a little bit, trying to help hospitals, not only here in Houston, but also in Puerto Rico, and try to help those in most need.
It's really incredible, and this is what I love about you guys. Of course, we all know your name, we know what you're capable of, and you don't forget what is happening around you. And I think, you know, there are so many other efforts and things that your energy could go towards. And it's great that you're taking the time, because right now, when you're talking about the disaster services to deliver, you know, 2,500 meals a day during the crisis for firefighters, police officers, that's here in Houston. Of course, people on the front line, also medical supplies in Puerto Rico. And it's just really incredible that you see the need and you're able to put it into play, so to speak. And I think that really speaks to your heart, Daniela's heart, and just how much you care about the city and what's going on, not only here, but around the world.
Absolutely. It's been very special because right now, obviously, during quarantine, I've had a lot of time. And, you know, when I'm done with my workouts, I got nothing for the rest of the day. And, you know, I've been on the phone with Ricky, and we've been able to get the help from a lot of artists from Puerto Rico to send $3 million in supplies to Puerto Rico. I'm talking about ventilators, disinfectants, and all the stuff that they need in the hospitals over there. We're able to help with $500,000 in medical equipment here in hospitals in Houston. And, you know, we're working now with Borden, they're sending over 15,000 gallons of milk every single day.
Wow.
And those are available to the public in our warehouse, which is located at 16605 Air Center Boulevard here in Houston, Texas. So, you know, those in need, there's going to be 15,000 gallons of milk delivered every single day. We're working with the NACC, and Borden is helping us with that also.
Wow, Carlos, that's incredible. And I think for a lot of people out there, as we've seen our state and other states start to slowly reopen, some people may think this pandemic is behind us or maybe not really happening. You've been on the front lines, you know otherwise, and I know you continue your fundraising efforts to provide meals, to provide that personal protection equipment for our medical personnel who are out there on the front lines. For our viewers out there, what's the best way for us to get involved in what you're doing?
Well, the best way is to visit the Correa Family Foundation. .org. That's, you know, a lot of people have been sending a lot of help over there, and through them, we're able to help those with the most need. Dr. Flores and I, we've been identifying the hospitals and the people that need it the most, and that's where we are sending the supplies. And this is something that we really love to do, especially now that I have the time and I'm not playing baseball 24/7 pretty much. You know, I got the time to get on calls and be able to identify those places and, you know, help those people that need it the most.
It's really incredible. And when you're there, you have a chance to meet some of these people too. I would imagine that experience is not only heartwarming, but it's very emotional when you're on the front lines with these people as well.
Yeah, it definitely is very emotional. You know, the gratitude that people shows is, you know, obviously why we want to do it, because we feel like every time we're helping somebody, that's what makes me go to sleep happy every single night. You know what I mean? Hitting home runs and all that is nice. You know, those personal goals are nice, but, you know, when you cross that bridge and you start helping others and inspiring others and bringing happiness to other people's lives, that's what makes me go to sleep happy every night.
Well, Carlos Correa, we enjoy seeing you. We can't wait to see you back on the field. We appreciate your time today and all of the efforts that you're doing, not only in our community, but really around the globe. It's great to see you, and we can't wait to see you back on the field.
Thank you guys so much. Can't wait to be back on the field.
And for more information, you can visit the Scene on Houston Life section of our website.
Send our best to your wife, Daniela, Carlos, and your two dogs as well. We'll see you soon.
I will.
Still ahead on
Thank you.
Houston Life, a look at the latest social media craze. It's called the Temptation Challenge for kids. We're going to show you how it works right after this.
Guys, welcome back. And this is our favorite time of the show where we get to talk about the artwork here in the home studio. And I have to tell you, this one's really speaking to my heart, because y'all know I love me some tie-dye, right? Look at this sign. It's sort of like a tie-dye watercolor HL with some glitter. And this it goes out to Sophie, who's a 5th grader. And I'm totally digging like this tie-dye watercolor. What do you think, Derek?
Oh my gosh, Sophie, you did an incredible job. And yeah, I love it. I'm getting a little bit of beachy waves action going on here, a little rainbow.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. And of course, anything with glitter, you're speaking my language. Okay, so folks, get ready to laugh because one of the latest viral challenges you might have seen on social media, I can't get enough of it. It's called the Kids Candy Temptation Challenge. It is beyond cute. Courtney, you've seen these videos, right?
I have, and their facial expressions are the best. It's really all about testing your kids' patience and their willpower. Lauren Kelly has compiled some of the passes and fails.
Have you guys seen the latest viral social media challenge? It's all about your kids' willpower and patience. It's called the Kids Candy Temptation Challenge. And what parents are doing, they're taking some candy and putting it right in front of their kid. But the trick is they can't touch it or eat it until they come back in the room. Let's see who passes and who fails.
Don't touch it until I come back.
Okay, Mommy.
I'm gonna go potty.
Okay, Mommy.
Okay.
Hey!
Okay, did you touch any?
No.
You didn't? Good job. You can pick 3.
Do not touch the M&Ms until Mommy comes back. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat them?
Yeah.
Don't eat this until I get back, okay?
I don't think I can do it. Now eat it. Don't eat it. Eat it. Yeah. Yeah. If Mommy comes back, I will really eat it.
You both didn't eat it?
No. Yeah.
Good job, everybody. You can have one. Thank you.
Okay, do not open the lollipop until I get back. I'll be right back.
Don't eat it, Gavin. I won't eat it. It's just Mama. It's okay. It's okay, Gavin.
Can we open it?
Yeah. We can open it. I'll open mine. I'll open mine.
Sour Patch Candy, right?
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Hello, guys. My name's Dylan. I like new toys. Oh, yes, good do. Okay.
Did you eat any of the candy?
No. Promise.
Okay, dig in.
Okay. Sour pop.
Good job. Okay, you can eat them.
Mommy. Hi.
That is so awesome. I could watch that all day long.
Oh,
all
yeah.
day.
Same. And what's great is you can see the wheels turning in their heads, right? Like, should I do it? Should I not?
Yes.
I love the one where the little brother was consoling the older brother. Like, it's okay, Gavin. It's okay.
I know.
Anyway, there are tons more of these videos online in case you want to see more. You will have so many to pick from. And we should point out one of those cute kids you just saw is Dee Brown's son, Dylan. He just celebrated his 5th birthday, as we mentioned earlier in the show. And Dee wanted to be sure it was socially distant, but also extra special. So next on Houston Life, she'll introduce us to a virtual party planning company helping parents around Houston create memorable kids' parties. That's next.
Well, welcome back. You know, a kid's birthday party is a pretty big deal, and a lot of us are wondering how we can still make this a special time during a pandemic.
Houston Life correspondent Dee Brown was wondering the exact same thing as her 5-year-old's birthday started approaching, and then she found this virtual solution.
This is what having a birthday party looked like just a year ago for my son Dylan. Things are a little different now. Fast forward 12 months, I was stuck on what to plan for his big 5. All I could come up with was pizza and cupcakes for our family of 4. That was until my good friend sent me a text introducing me to a virtual party planning company called POP.
POP, the acronym POP, actually stands for Place of Play for children and Place of Peace for adults or for parents. We just recognize that there could be an opportunity to help parents during this time. I was reading posts of parents canceling birthday parties or just not really knowing, how to make it special during this time.
The process is pretty easy, and I did it all from my sofa. First, you complete an online form and select a party package, the date, and time. The idea is to plan about 2 to 3 weeks out from the birthday party. You chat with the POP team throughout the process to discuss the theme, other special customizations, and who you want to invite to the party.
There's a lot of communication. It's really led by the parent, but with suggestions from myself. And that's the difference. You're not just purchasing a box. You're actually purchasing a service that will hopefully make your life just a little bit easier.
The best part? All the kiddos get a custom favor box, and the parents receive an activity outline for the virtual party.
But based on your child's preferences and hobbies and those sort of things, we start to put together an agenda with activities and items for their custom party favor box that we think would work for them and for their guests.
The day before, the goodie box is delivered to your front door, but the kids can't open it until they're told to by the host the day of the party. POP takes care of everything, so you don't have to worry. So I decided to use that extra time to add a few festive decorations to our home. It's the day of the party. With everyone logged on, it's time to celebrate. The kiddos partied, they danced, and we even had a special appearance by the Blue Power Ranger. My job is done. The planning company made it super safe and convenient, and my kid had a blast. Another special memory and a new experience, not just for our family.
I have so much fun at your birthday party today. I like to see all your friends and all the parents. Happy birthday, Dylan!
But also for Dylan's friends. For Houston Life, I'm Dee Brown.
I think that is such a great idea because, our kids, this is now the new normal for them, right? So they're able to get on an iPad, a computer, and by the way, see their friends that they haven't seen. And what a great way to have a party. I think that is so awesome.
Yeah, and you could tell Dylan was so excited just the way he was jumping up and down in front of the computer. It's not, it's just a different way to connect with people these days. So hopefully it's just our temporary situation that we're dealing with, but great they were able to celebrate just the same.
Absolutely. Well, head to our website for more information on where to find POP. And 2 more cool things about planning a party with this team. Parents can have participants donate to a local charity in lieu of gifts. That's awesome. And right now, first responders and healthcare workers get 15% off a party.
Okay, very nice. Thanks, Dee Brown. Still ahead on Houston Life, summer is just around the corner. We've got tips on how to keep your family safe all season long. And you've probably seen advertisements for all kinds of Memorial Day sales at Texas Mattress Makers showrooms and on their website. You can get up to 35% off plus free delivery on select mattresses all month long. But get this, on Memorial Day, they are making it a point to stay closed to commemorate the real reasons why we mark this day. We'll have more on that next. Welcome back. This weekend, many businesses will be promoting Memorial Day sales. And when it comes to buying a mattress, it is one of the largest sale days in the entire country. But one local mattress company will stay closed, and they're hoping you will join them in reflecting on what really matters on Memorial Day, remembering our fallen American heroes.
I want to take the opportunity to talk to you about Memorial Day. I grew up with a generation that we still needed to go to the military. Actually, when I was, I think, 21, the draft was put away. I grew up during the Vietnam War. And as I'm getting older, Memorial Day, to me, has always been one of the most important days of the year. I take it extremely personally. It brings back memories, and not good ones. And I know that people that take Memorial Day seriously have the same issues. The reason I want to make a big deal about Memorial Day is two reasons. One, I want you to think about the name itself, Memorial Day. And in our country today, Memorial Day is verbalized in this manner. Monday we're off. Have a wonderful Memorial Day. Have a happy Memorial Day. Think of what you're saying. Okay? You cannot have a happy Memorial Day. It just doesn't work. There are over 80,000 people buried in the city of Houston in the Veterans Memorial Cemetery. There are countless, hundreds of thousands buried in this country and all over the world that have fallen in the service of this country. There are families, and that's the point, in this country today that are affected by this coming Memorial Day. These people will remember their family members. They will go to the cemetery. They will sit there or not, and they will do whatever they have to do to make themselves feel closer or more whole with the loss of their family members. So on this Memorial Day and going forward, if you would be so kind, educate yourself about what is the meaning of Memorial Day. Don't make it a sell day. Don't go out and buy things. Go out, enjoy yourself, appreciate what you have. Really appreciate what you have. Somebody paid dearly for what we have today, and families are still paying dearly. And I'm not even talking about the soldiers, men and women that were hurt, that are physically disabled, mentally disabled for serving this country. And these are people that made a decision that they're not going to go to college or going to get a job, but they felt that they needed to go and serve our country. They served our country. They're serving our country today. They're serving us, you. And the ones that sadly didn't come back are the ones that we take this day to remember. And remembering them is the most important thing, because nobody wants to be forgotten, especially the ones that have given their lives, so we can have this Memorial Day in peace. Thank you.
Well, the summer season is upon us, which means it's time for the kids to get out, swim in the pool, play, and just get outside.
And we want them to do so safely, right? Children's Memorial Hermann Hospital orthopedic surgeon Dr. Alfred Mansour is here to explain how you can prepare your family for some safe summer fun. Doctor, thanks so much for your time today. And let's start with water safety. Drowning is the leading cause of accidental deaths among children in the U.S. And this is something very important to keep in the back of our minds. Swim lessons are a great place to start, but you say it doesn't go far enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's so devastating to see that statistic, because this really is a preventable tragedy. And lots of kids have maybe been quarantined and have not had access to pools, and maybe would have had swim lessons early on, and now they're just, as things open up, people are wanting to pass up that time and that experience. But I would say you have to be so careful. You know, children need to be taught lessons. It's probably the most important thing you can do for your child as far as outdoor safety. We can't avoid water in Houston and the South, and so if we don't learn to live with it safely, then there are going to be some tragic occasions. So big things are, you know, swimming with an adult or somebody to supervise, preferably someone who's not in the water enjoying the activity, but is there really to keep family members safe, or a trained lifeguard, even better. Some parents are, you know, even moving toward taking CPR classes should the, you know, unthinkable event happen. But it's preventable. You can teach your kids. We have trained professionals to teach those kids, and just, it's something that we would love to say that it never happens.
I agree with you too. And you know what I've noticed too is now that I think our cool evenings and cool mornings, they're gone now, as we hear the heat is on, and so are the bugs. The bugs are coming back now. We've had a few rains. So let's talk about basically bug repellent spray, and also tick checks, because that's something that we need to do as well.
Yeah, embarrassed to say I'm the poster child for the tick checks, but did take my family on a little weekend camping trip. We found a beautiful nature trail. We talked about ticks. We talked about you know, wearing appropriate bug spray. Checked everybody on the way home, and sure enough, I found a tick afterwards. So they can sneak up on you, and you don't feel them when they latch on. They have a little medicine that, or a little anesthetic, so you can't feel them. But you got to be looking for them. Need to wear appropriate repellents. Some are made for kids and some are not, so you want to make sure you check. You can talk to your pediatrician if you're looking for a specific a dose of the repellent. Apply it daily, but make sure you wash it off so it's not sitting on the skin. But promise you, it's real, and it can happen even in Texas. So we want to make sure we're looking out for that.
Yeah, and you don't want those bugs. I know they're a nuisance, but they can also lead to some serious problems. Let's chat about sunscreen, Dr. Mansour. A lot of people underestimate just how much they need to apply in the first place, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think you see those comedies, and they have like the kind of scatterbrained uncle who comes out looking all white everywhere from the sunscreen, but maybe he's got the right idea. I think that people want to spray it on, especially the commercially available aerosols. You can spray it on, and if you're in the wind, it goes and hits your neighbor's eyes, but doesn't get on your shoulders, and then we apply it and jump in the water immediately. But you really need to wait about 30 minutes before you get into the sun after you've applied. And then if you're going to be wet, if you're using a towel, if you're sweating, you need to reapply. It's not a permanent barrier. It's not Teflon or something. You gotta put it back on. It can wipe itself off.
Absolutely. Reapplication is usually what gets everybody in that burn, right? Well, let's talk about backyard safety, or just yard safety in general, because the playgrounds, you know, they're taped up, and those kids aren't going to those. So if you have things in your backyard, even like a makeshift one, you've really got to pay attention to the falls. And that's kind of what you're seeing an uptick in, with just sort of these different types of falls, not really playground injuries.
We are. A kid with the children that come in, I ask them if they were holding a banana when they were jumping on the bed. But we see, you know, a lot of bedroom injuries with kids jumping on the bed. Certainly the backyard playgrounds. A lot of them are on pretty dense soil, even if it's not concrete. If it hasn't rained in a while, it can be a pretty firm landing. And it's not the fall that hurts you. It's the stop at the bottom. It's gravity, I tell people. So you just have to be cognizant. It's fun when you're playing, but you want to know what happens when you take that fall. And so I think making sure you have a nice padded mulch or a rubberized surface really can cushion some of those injuries and make them a little bit easier if they happen.
And Dr. Mansour, thank you so much. We've got to leave it there because we're out of time. Helmet safety is a big one for both children and adults. No one is immune from a head injury. Dr. Alfred Mansour, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
And for more information, you can visit children's.memorialhermann.org or call 713-486-7500. We'll be right back. And us this photo of her nanny. Today is her nanny's 96th birthday. Unable to spend it with her because her retirement center is on lockdown. I understand she watches Houston Life every day. So happy 96th birthday, Nanny. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, happy 96, Nanny.